We're back. We're going to take some of your calls about a lot of the different topics we've been covering, from me saying that this Mayorkas impeachment was a big waste of time, to me also saying that the Vice President, Kamala Harris, declaring that she's ready to lead is a GOP ad in the making, to my comments on President Biden. But let's start with Betsy in Missouri. Betsy, thanks for calling. What do you got?
Dan, why would you give George Santos a platform? The man is a fraud.
Look, he's a fraud, and we talked about that. I've talked to him about him being a fraud, but he's also the guy who they're replacing in this particular district. A lot of you wanted to call in and share Betsy's view, I think. No one knows this district as well as he does. On a night when they are voting to replace George Santos, it seems to me he's a pretty interesting guess, no?
I don't know. Not so much. I mean,
come on. It sounds like I even got you. You kind of agree with me that it was interesting, right? You're kind of like after me as like the morality police, and I get that. But from a sort of is it interesting perspective, it was kind of interesting having George Santos on talking about the seat and the vote to replace him.
I suppose, but he's a fraud, and I just don't think he has a lot of credibility. And
he
so
doesn't.
I question everything he says. So
all right.
There's my 2 cents.
All right. Thank you, Betsy. Let's go to Alicia from New York. I think this is on a different topic. Alicia, what do you got?
Yeah, hi, Dan. Good night. Well, I'm calling to tell you I totally disagree with you that it was a waste of time to impeach DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, because I believe he needed to be impeached and removed for dereliction of his duties, to send a message to Biden that this open border of catch and release is not sustainable. I'm from New York City, and a lot of us regular folks that don't live in the suburbs, we live in the city, are being overrun by the migrants and the crime, and our tax-paying dollars being spent to take care of them.
All right.
So there needs to be a message sent. There are immigration laws on the books that the president is currently not enforcing.
All right. So let's break down what you just said. All right. You said that he should be removed. He's not going to be removed. It's not going to happen. Right? That's a pipe dream. So let's take that off the table. He's not getting removed. You say that he should be removed from dereliction of duty. That's not the standard for impeachment. Again, you think he should be fired. I understand that. I appreciate that. But that's not the standard for someone to get impeached.
It needs to be, because we all have jobs here. If you was in dereliction of your duty right now, or if I was of mine on my job, we will be terminated.
But that's not the same as impeachment. That's not the same as impeachment. Again, there is a way to fire someone. Sorry?
I want him impeached.
I know you do. That's okay. You can want him impeached and also realize that it makes no sense to impeach him. But, Alicia, I appreciate your thoughts. Let's go to Mike from Maryland. Mike, what do you want to weigh in on today? Thanks for calling.
Hey, Dan. Hey, just wanted to touch base with you. Another great show. Thanks for, all your viewpoints and everything, and letting everybody, have their say. Hey, I was just calling about the Biden issue, and his age versus his competency.
Yeah.
And, and for me, it's not the age issue. It's the fact that, as he just can't seem to keep it together. He's stumbling and bumbling a lot of times in these press conferences unless he has something to read. And, I've got plenty of relatives that are well over 80 years of age, and they're fine.
That's the same point I was making, Mike.
Yes,
that's exactly the same.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, that's the same point I made. You agree with me. Okay. Because my point was that, look, this has nothing to do with who you should vote for, right? All I was saying was when the left tries to instinctively defend Biden by saying, well, he's 81 and Trump's 77. I was just making the point, it's not about the fact that he's 81. As you point out, Mike, there are a lot of people who are 81 who are sharp as a tack. That's not the point. The point is what he's saying, how he's saying it, and the fact that Democrats don't seem to want to deal with it or address it or consider another possible candidate just shows you, I think, some of the problem with our system here. So it sounds like you and I are on the same page on this one.
And for me, I'm just so disappointed that these are the two best. Trump and Biden are the two best candidates, for the next president. Again, it's just it's very depressing. As a country, I thought we would have somebody better. Both of them would have better candidates than this.
All right. Well, look, yeah, that's for sure. I thank you very much for the call. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.